first of all, just remind us then exactly what Bosco Ntaganda has actually been found guilty of.
Yes, Stuart. So Ntaganda was the Deputy Chief of Staff for the Patriotic Forces for the Liberation of the Congo, and this is for crimes committed quite a while ago, in 2002 and 2003, in the mineral-rich Ituri province of the Congo. Now, he was found guilty of all 18 charges that were brought against him for things like murder, rape, sexual slavery, and the use of child soldiers. And actually, some of these child soldiers he raped and used as sexual slaves. Now, his group is primarily from the Hema group, and he targeted other ethnicities, primarily the Lendu. And what the court found is that this happened in a systematic way. So they would single out a town or village, surround it, then shell it indiscriminately, and then pile in to murder or rape people, and then pillage and burn their homes. And actually, the verdict was pretty graphic about this, describing, dismembered bodies, beheadings. It was really pretty graphic stuff. It's a pretty groundbreaking case. He's the first defendant to be charged with the use of child soldiers and sexual slavery and rape against his own soldiers. That is a first for the court. And also he received this groundbreaking 30-year sentence. That is the longest sentence the court has ever handed down. And therefore it's unsurprising that he immediately appealed. And we'll find out today what the court has to say about that.
And we're, yes, as you say there, going to hear the result of his appeal today, aren't we?
Indeed. So he's actually appealing two things. He's appealing both the judgment and the length of his sentence. So as for the length, he's now been given 30 years. That is the longest sentence the court can hand down, barred from a life imprisonment. He says that is excessive. He says a sentence of 23 years would be proportionate, taking into account things like he has tried to reconcile the Hema and Lendu communities after these atrocities took place. And he's also appealed the judgment in general. He says it's not taking into consideration his direct role. Now, out of those 18 charges, only 3 of them were for his direct participation. The others were acts were done by subordinates. And he's also called into question the credibility of the witnesses, one of the judges, and he said that he did not know that the people he recruited were under the age of 15. Now, if the sentence is upheld, he's not the first military leader from the Congo to be sent to jail. You might remember that Thomas Lubanga received a 14-year sentence in 2012, and Jermaine Katanga received a 12-year sentence back in 2014. But what he is, of course, hoping is to go the way of Jean-Pierre Bemba, who in 2018 was acquitted upon appeal by the court. So that is obviously the example that he will be hoping to follow today.
Fernande, thanks very much. Fernande van Tets joining us there from Amsterdam.